Okay, this is Nick, the low tech wizard. I'm just going to show you what I have going. I know a lot of guys doing a P52. They're doing the beer shot, and they're all excited about having to do all this crap and equipment, whatever. I'm just going to show you a very, very, very low tech setup that I did because hey, it's kind of the way I fly. So here I've got my setup on the kitchen countertop. I've got 6 pieces of white printing paper, which is the world famous background you buy for literally cents. So I've got 6 cases of white printer paper, or 6 pieces of white printer paper. This is actually from a poster frame, just a cheap poster frame at Target, and it's white plexi. I've created a light source, a bigger light source, by using more of the copier paper, printer paper, taped to the bottom side of my kitchen cabinet. Yes, for about 10 cents you can have a big light source and you can have a background. This is my regular reflector. I use this all the time. And all it is, it's a piece of white foam core. And this is actually for a flag. That you'd put on your eave or something like that. And I just threw that on there just because I had one sitting around. Now, to get one of these things to stand up on the edge of your kitchen counter, what you want to use, and I prefer this over anything, is a spatula shoved in the drawer. So this does the heavy lifting of holding the background. I've created a couple bounce cards. What these are made out of are manila envelopes. So there's a little bit of a yellow tint, little tan tint to them. Why? Because I'm too lazy to find white ones. So I'm going to use these little manila envelope cutouts to bounce. These will bounce the strobe from up here back into the back of the bottle and into the glass. My preferred stands for these are almond extract and food coloring. Those are the best stands when you get into this type of stuff. So go into wherever you go to, Smith's, anything, Piggly Wiggly, almond extract, food coloring. That's what you want to get. I've taken the back off of this bottle to ensure that I get a good bounce off of it. And how I did that is my bottle label remover pool. And all I did was I laid it flat in here, let it soak for a little bit. And I only wanted the back label to get wet. That's why I used the frying pan. It's pretty flat. I can get about 3/4 of an inch of water in there. Saturate the back label. I've got one in the freezer right now that I'm frosting. But just to saturate the back label and be able to peel it off. And on this one, I wasn't thinking. I don't know if you could tell or not. But there's some warping and wrinkling. That absorbed some water the first time around. I was just a little bit careless. So I thought I'd be a little bit more precautionary this time around. Okay, the last thing I wanted to do is I needed to get some light on the front of the label. And that's right, folks. We've got another piece of copier paper. And I've used this with what is this? Something left over from the Christmas kit that we've got to wrap presents, some sort of tape. And that's pretty much my setup. So when you see my finished picture, this is how I shot it. These are the goodies that I used for it. And those holes in the back, I'm probably going to Photoshop those out. So that's about the only treachery in this whole thing. But that's pretty much it. You can see what I got here. It's not even a great Nikon lens. It's one of the cheaper telephotos, Pocket Wizards. And then that's my set right there. I went ahead. Oh, I forgot to. Let me show you one more thing. This I think is pretty cool. So I've got $200-300 strobe, $150, $60, whatever that thing is, Pocket Wizard. all held up by, yes, a cake stand. That's how you want to do it when you get into the big leagues, fellas. Cake stands, monopods, and don't forget food color and almond extract. Okay, look forward to showing you the finished picture.